Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who follow me, you know that 2 weeks ago I finished my 10th Entrypoint Waterfast, which lasted 34 days. I did quote-unquote 34 days only because the 9th Entrypoint Waterfast, which was 60 days, I actually ended it only 4 weeks before starting the 10th one. So I started on lower weight. And now it's been 2 weeks and I gotta tell you about two very interesting things. So the first one is, how I feel 2 weeks after the water fast. And I have to say that I feel great. I gotta say that I think I changed my diet, which I will talk about in a series called ENTRYPOINT Academia, which you can also find on my YouTube channel. But again, I feel great. And an interesting thing, or thing that's different going out of this 10th water fast, is that, usually when I end the water fast, my weight is somewhere around 70 kilos. And, when you start eating, your weight jumps up really fast because your intestines, which have about 10 meters or 12 meters, are actually empty. So the weight goes up because all the food that you start consuming stays in your intestines, right, for several days. So your weight goes up. So usually in about a week, I go back to 79 kilos, and then my weight slowly increases. But now it's 2 weeks, and I still weigh 79 kilos. I don't do any exercising, and I don't do much movement at all. So this is very interesting. So I will keep watching it because I think it might be due to the way I feed myself. So that's one interesting thing. But the most interesting thing that happened was that, as you might know, I don't know, I think I might have talked about it in the past, is that when you're fasting, you don't need that much sleep because the digestion, or what I've read in the past, is that digestion takes about 40% of your energy. So that's why the side effect of water fasting is that you don't need as much sleep, which I talked about. So then, when I eat, I got into a habit of waking up at 4:30. So I wake up every day at 4:30 in the morning, regardless at what time I go to bed, and I feel fine. And this is great. I've several hours for myself, and of course during water fasting this is even greater. But what I started doing after since 2 weekends ago, when I stopped the water fast, for the past 2 weeks I wake up every morning at 3 a.m. I started by setting an alarm at 3 a.m. and I said I wanted to try it to see if I'd be tired during the day or in the morning, or if it was okay. So the first week went fine, completely fine. I would wake up at 3 a.m. and the whole day I would have energy, I wouldn't be sleepy, and I would go to bed at 10 or at midnight, sometimes even at 1 a.m. And I would still wake up at 3 a.m. and I would still feel great during the day. And in fact, during the past 2 weeks, not only did I wake up every morning at 3 a.m., but I also managed to wake up several mornings. I think there were 2 mornings. I would wake up at 2 a.m. Now, why is this happening? Well, I think first of all, I never tried it in the past. So I think maybe it was possible all this time. But the main thing that's different, when I, as I said in the beginning, when I read the information in some paper that digestion takes up 40% of your energy, then the question is, is it what kind of digestion is it? And I'm convinced, or my hypothesis right now is that I believe that 40% of your energy that's taken up by digestion, it's taken up by digestion of carbohydrates and sugars. That's when you eat this type of diet. And that's the diet that I don't eat. I eat low or no sugar, low or no carbohydrate diet. That's what I eat. In fact, I eat quite a bit, I think. But since the metabolism or digestion of fats and proteins and green vegetables is, and I think that that's what I was saying in the past. In fact, I say it in the in this video, the ultimate diet for humans. Obviously, it doesn't make sense that when I eat food or after I eat food, that I would not be able, or I would disable my body for the next several days because it was struggling with the digestion. Therefore, it makes perfect sense that the foods that the body has been over millions of years prior to becoming the human genetic code, and let's say for the past 250,000 years, that it's optimized to digest the non-carbohydrate and non-sugar diet. And therefore, when I came out of the water fast and I don't eat carbohydrates and sugars, it seems that I don't need that much sleep. And I gotta tell you that, so the first thing is that, physically, okay, great. I wake up at 3 a.m. And I usually have to leave my apartment, let's say at 8 in the morning. So I have 5 hours in the morning for myself. Now, I came up with a routine that in the morning I dedicate each hour to a certain area of my life or a skill that I want to work on. And what's really interesting is that I can, because if you do something 1 hour a day, if you train something for 1 hour a day, 2 weeks, I think that it's enough time to feel if you are improving in that area. And when I say to feel, that you feel you are doing something better, but the changes are not that obvious yet. And I gotta tell you that I'm extremely excited where I'm going to be 2 weeks from now, or a month from now, or several months from now, if I keep this routine of waking up at 3 a.m. and working on these areas of my life. So that's what I want to tell you. That first thing, I guess due to the diet, I'm not gaining weight at all, and I'm staying at 79 kilos, which I feel probably is the perfect weight for me. And the diet is different. That again, I don't eat any carbohydrates and I don't eat any sugars. Now, of course, every now and then, I can eat a carbohydrate. I eat something sweet, but let's say that the average person eats sugars or drinks sugars or carbohydrates 6 times a day. So that's like, let's say over here. And I eat carbohydrates or sugars few times a week. Then for the body, it's probably extremely beneficial, and I have more energy, and I probably don't need that much sleep, which gives me these extra 5 hours. And I will be experimenting with waking up at 2 in the morning, and I will be working on the skills that I'm working on, which I will of course tell you about, or I will report about later on as it progresses and as I have something to report. So again, thank you for your support. If you are interested in water fasting or improving your life, for sure check out the links in the description to this video, mainly the one where it's a playlist for ENTRYPOINT WATERFAST, where I store we can see all the videos. And also check out the playlist ENTRYPOINT Academia, because ENTRYPOINT Academia teaches you entry point philosophy. And entry point philosophy, that's exactly the way or the reason why I started doing ENTRYPOINT Waterfast. So again, thank you for your support. Feel free to contact me. All the information how to contact me you can find also again in the description to this video. And I will see you in the next video post. Bye bye.